I've just lagged immensely. Give me a second.
No.
No, the frog. The flag is telling us not to show the frog.
Don't do it.
Igneos, take it back. Take it back.
I start running away.
Everyone start running from the
Get
weirdly
away.
sensual teacher.
He's trying to make all the students feel calm around him. It's weird. He's weird.
What? Oh. I need to
I
find out
don't know what I
Twitch
rolled
setting
my
that is.
persuasion. I don't know what I rolled my persuasion for, but it's still a 17 for whenever I use it.
Well, I don't know what any of you might be talking about in any circumstance, but I will say, do you all feel more knowledgeable yet? It's been about probably 10 minutes of
No.
reading so far.
Do I feel knowledgeable yet?
What language is this in?
Some of it, or most, okay, half of it is common. The other half of it would be like infernal.
Oh, I actually understand Infernal.
I do not.
So I'm kind of.
Well, I don't need to. Cassius just needs to, and he'll read it to me.
I don't know Infernal either.
All right. Well.
That's why you probably got the more common books of the one in common. The ones in Infernal might be a little bit more advanced, but reading into any of the actual books, they are kind of just self-explanatory. You pretty much just painfully try to remake basically magic writing, like these big circles that you see. But they're very intricate in the way of that they're pretty much kind of like constant writing. You're basically, how do I put this? If you were to try to do any of the circles, any of the basic ones or any of the basic runes, it would take you 2 hours to do it, as if you were ritual casting or something. But instead, it's more of like you're just putting in work for it.
Right.
Just while I'm reading, accidentally one of the more advanced books, I'll start drawing it, even though the class will have ended by the time I'm like not even halfway through.
Fancy that? Someone knows how to read some of the more advanced techniques.
Well, while I was learning how to kill, or learning about the undead, I was also taught about the demons and devils, and I had to learn how to read their writing. So.
Interesting.
Sadly, I never got to the courses, or my parents never taught me how to read the celestial writing, so I still have to learn that. You know, some infernal and some abyssal.
Maybe perhaps you should come back to this class at some point. I think I could teach you a good amount.
Okay, I want to do a fucking insight check on this.
Feel free.
Why did you say that in his voice? Was 17 again.
It sounds like what he's telling you. It's straight up what he's telling you. He's just telling you to come back.
I bet he does want you to come back. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It is an interesting class, but depending on how many classes I'm allowed to take.
Well, just remember, don't be a stranger, and I'll see you later.
God, this guy's... Can you pop up a picture of him again? Can you pop up that picture?
Sure thing, baby boy.
Yeah. Hey, where's the rest of your shirt at?
Yeah, you are following the
Actually, I can't even see him. So, never mind. Never mind.
With that,
I don't question his attire.
with that very lovely experience, would you guys like to go to the next class?
I'm
Principal
fucking leaving.
Heaver. I don't
I'm
know
leaving.
what my 17 in persuasion was, but whatever that's about.
I'm trying to keep an eye out for where the principal's office is while we're walking around. I'm keeping an eye out. Where's
Oh, yeah,
Right.
true.
You know-
We
you
still
know
don't
the
know the
VP
name
went.
of the principal.
who is the principal?
Like a blind guy, isn't it?
I hope so. He'd trust me. He'd be like, "Oh, you're one of me. You're one of us. All right, what's going on?"
What?
He'd trust me. If he's blind, he's gonna trust another blind guy. He'd
No,
be like,
I said I said the
'Cause that's how
lion,
it
not
works.
"Oh,
blind.
the lion. No, no,
I was about to say, I'm
no.
pretty sure
He's not gonna
Principal
trust
isn't
me."
blind.
Blind.
I mean, no one expects a blind guy to be the bad one. So.
That's true.
Oh, that
That's
killed
true.
me.
You should- Like,
So,
you mean bad one as in like the evil person?
Everyone's evil. That's true.
Even you?
Depends on people's point of view.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
The fifth doesn't exist in this world.
No, I'm just pleading.
I plead.
I beg for mercy.
Just like,
Turn nice
"Ah."
black.
You said you would kill me, but it was I who killed you. For hypocrisy.
What is our next class? We did
What is our next
arcane runes.
do you,
Yeah, I
we
still
did
don't
gen-
have the notes on fucking herbalism or whatever.
as you guys are proceeding in this class, you see it is starting to get, it is, well, just starting to get darker, basically. As you guys proceed to, again, go out to an area that's a little bit more open, still next to the school, but not completely connected. This one's a little, not like far out, but this one's a lot kind of bigger space. As when you guys get here to this free and open area, you see what you could only guess to be that of beasts and different kind of animals around in almost big circular things. And as you guys even get remotely closer into this area, you will end up revealing. Whoop. Oh wait, hold up, let me. This is okay. You guys will end up
Oh.
seeing this almost what you would guess to be at least semi adventured. I would say probably more on the shorter side, so like 5'5". No, sorry, it would be more like 5'7". I would say it's, yeah, I would just say with the ears, you would probably guess to be a kind of elf, green hair that kind of flows all the way back down to almost their waist, with an almost nice looking bow at their side. And when I say nice looking bow, it almost looks like it's been used a lot. It's been probably worn a lot, but it is also looks like it's being kept up to date at the same time. Like it's their upkeep on it, fantastic. As she points to you guys as a group together. Are you here for the class?
Jesus.
Ow. Hello.
Jesus.
What's Jesus?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
We're here.
Who?
You're very
You?
loud.
Me? Fantastic. That's
You're
the
very loud.
point.
Alright.
Welcome to the magical beasts. This class shows you many ways to love beasts in a way. Use beasts and potentially even communicate with them. Kind of like beast speech, you know? You can already tell just from the way she kind of talks, she's got broken-ish English. Or I should, sorry, common.
She's elven, right?
From what you guessed to be.
I'll just kind of speak up. Hi, ma'am.
Yes, you
That this is,
person with metal playing armor.
do you, if you need help, I can speak in Elven too.
I also can. I can speak almost any
Um,
language.
I forgot to inform you, I half raised by pack dogs.
What was that?
Half Elven, was raised by a pack of wolves. And I am also
Yes.
half elf.
Oh,
Though
and
I wasn't raised by wolves.
ancestor or sibling or down further. Oh, right. Sometimes people don't understand self, but not here for any of that. Here for beast have fun and kind work together in a way. Come.
I'm following
Ma'am,
cautiously.
Your, may I ask what your name is?
Oh, call me Shibi. Full disclosure, Shibi Inuyaki.
Ibi Inuyaki.
Shibi, can I ask you a question?
Shibi and try answer.
What's your thoughts on the rune teacher guy? What's your thoughts on him? What kind of vibe do you get from him?
Well, I think cool person.
Hmm.
He helped set up all this, well, special space. These big rings, basically under big writing, big rune. They call that rune.
Hmm. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Alright, that's all.
As she walks over to what you would guess to be almost like a big kind of tentacle arm coming out from the pool side of this almost beachy like area. And you see as she kind of gives a small whistle with a kind of wave to the tentacle as it goes over and kind of starts to wrap itself around Shibi. No worries. This is normal. As she is now being lifted up into the sky. This friends. Call it
This does
big.
not look like friend.
No, very very loving. She's just excited. Is that what they would say? As basically the tentacle goes and puts her back down, and they give each other a kind of wet high five because of the tentacle kind of like. See,
Huh.
we can make friends with all kinds of beasts.
Does like the tentacle like suction onto his hand for a moment when they like pull it away?
It was fast enough to where it didn't do a suction.
That's good.
Okay.
So are we supposed to pet animals? Or what's
Oh,
What-
no,
what
no,
are we
no!
doing here?
You start over here. You don't touch Kraken. Kraken might eat you. You must become friends with the
Hmm.
Kraken before you can touch Kraken.
I just kind of look at Kritikin and I just do like a small. Have a nice day.
He doesn't really react much. See, this is where we would potentially go to here very soon. But as you all kind of we start over here.
Oh, hey, what's that over there?
It is kind of
what's over there?
sheep like Ben. You see, this animals don't hurt much. So go in and, well, like zoo pet. Understand what it means to uh that word of love. That's what it is. Love, to be loved by animals and feel the nature. Let it soak in.
You want me to jump in there with these animals?
This thing.
Yes.
They're, they look like savage beasts. Be careful, Igneos.
I will try my best.
I'm not really paying attention to the sheep. I think Corona's attention has genuinely been gathered by whatever this is over here, so she kind of points at it and is like, "Miss, Inuyaki,
Hmm?
uh, what's that over there?"
Oh. Mm, how do I put soul animal? It,
The
think
owl is a
gonna-
soul animal.
uh
I think
turns
Corona's gonna
to
go up to this soul animal.
turns to Cassius, and she starts explaining it, but Corona has already went, so we'll get to that explanation here soon. As Corona, you have tried to walk up to this animal that's not necessarily making any much eye contact with you until you start getting real close to the tree, and then it kind of starts
I'll just-
looking at you very lazily.
I'll just kind of go up very calmly, making sure it understands that I'm not a threat.
It just kind of stares at you at the moment. It starts to get up on all fours.
I'll just sit down next to it if I can.
You get up, you're able to basically get up next to it, but it does look cautious now.
I have some food on me. Can I hand it some food?
You can try.
You said it's a soul animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have soul power, and my power is dealing with souls. But can I roll, I guess, an Arcana check to see what I feel from this animal? Or would that be nature?
You can roll Arcana.
And that's my third 17 in a row. Oh.
What you can kind of feel and kind of gather from this animal, how do I word this? It feels like it has an almost similar soul. Like their soul kind of resonates with yours a little bit, and you could feel like almost like a deja vu. Like you might have met someone with this kind of soul before.
Are they similar to Cassius?
No.
I'll just kind of like, one hand I'll have some food, the other hand will be visibly empty, but I'll try to like summon some of my soul into the other hand and just kind of put out both. I don't even know if that's possible, but I'll try.
You try to put out your other hand, and you try to maybe potentially summon some soul energy. However, unfortunately, you don't really know how. As for one, haven't really gotten to really understand your soul power as much. But however, the animal starts to kind of not walk up to you since you're already near it, but pretty much starts to walk to you and goes kind of past the food that you have in your hand, and it is going to basically try to get on top of you and try to basically have you grappled at this point. So feel free to make me a strength saving throw.
Do I feel like this is a show of power, or like what is this?
No,
This-
it's the deer from Adventure Time. He's about to fuck you up. He's about to mess you up.
So unfortunately, you did not necessarily pass. However, you do have like an arm free, as it has started to pounce on you, and its mouth opens up a little bit, almost as if it goes to lick you. And as it goes to kind of like per se lick you, you feel your energy start to lose as it almost looks like an essence starts to pour out of you into this thing's mouth. And in the distance,
Oh,
you just hear, "No! Bad! No kill students early! Bad! Down!" As pretty much this thing looks back up at Shibi, and it gets off of you and backs up and goes back to kind of like a corner. And
well,
well,
This is why we don't necromance in class.
that was. I don't think that's necromancy.
by the way, since that did happen for at least a couple of for like a couple of seconds, that will be two necrotic damage.
Okay, maybe it
You're
was.
taking all the necrotic damage.
It is necrotic.
Hey, at least I healed 10 hit points earlier thanks to Apothecary. Thank God.
See,
down to-
this is why I don't wander off and wait for explanation. As
I'm sorry.
going
Sorry,
back a
Miss
little bit,
Sheech.
we're going to proceed to go back a little bit to where Cassius was talking with Chibi. As Chibi was explaining, animal over there, hers. Yeah, she's like, animal over there, but mine. Parts me, parts itself. It's not super friendly with new people. Almost like, well, soul animals like soul power. I feed power here or there, but soul animals have large stomachs, you could say. And with large stomachs, you have to keep up with the. Oh no! As she basically sees that you at that time are getting soul sucked. And that is now where we are.
You feed that thing souls?
Huh? No! Soul power, energy, vitamin D.
Okay.
She
Vitamin
Okay.
S.
you see as she kind of just like a flame kind of appears, an almost white like flame out of her hands, as it is almost like it's just like a little bit of a fire in your hands. Soul.
Can I see a person like burning in the fire?
I don't think you can see anything.
I'm sorry,
I can see.
ma'am.
I can see, man. How close am I?
No,
Oh, I
there
can't see on yours.
isn't anything though. For it's just a
okay.
white flame.
I'm sorry. I just felt a similar energy to something I had encountered earlier today.
You mean me?
No, something else.
She kind of just shrugs and is like, I don't know many similar thing that would be have you feeling ways. but maybe talk about later.
Oh, that's teachers to man. Talking to all the teachers. I'm getting detention.
Come play back here with safety animals. You don't need to die on me on first day. Ah,
Don't worry,
Second
I won't
day.
die.
No, this is. Wait, yeah. Well, it's first day of classes.
with that, you guys
Don't
pretty
worry, I'll
much
just die on second day.
you guys pretty much are just you know what? Out of curiosity, give me some animal handling.
Out of the back of Corona's mind, she really does want to have some connection with at least a soul animal.
Fuck.
So if it's at all possible, since she's felt that soul energy herself, and I guess from that animal, if while she's doing stuff with these animals, I guess try to find or create some connection that's similar in nature. I don't know if that's possible yet, but just something I want to put in your mind.
I
roll
get
animal
what you're
handling.
saying. I understand and I have that a little bit, but at the moment you wouldn't be able to connect with these kind of animals, because if you were to feel any bit of their soul power, they basically barely have a soul. They're like regular sheep. They ain't nothing special.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to put it out there.
yeah. Yeah,
So I
anybody
got an
that
11.
yeah, anybody that had like an 8 or up would have gotten this, where it's pretty much the sheep kind of just and kind of almost let you guys sleep on them. However, Igneous and Cassius did not get that mark, as
How does 16?
am I reading? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
Cassius got 16.
Oh no, I'm looking at the guidance. Sorry, Igneous did not get this.
Just me.
So,
Yeah.
you notice, aka everyone else, even though they can do anything if they want, but right now they're laying on nice fluffy sheep. It's so nice, the real thing. Whilst Adios is over there getting chased by sheep that want to eat his pants.
What is wrong with these sheep?
Turns out it's not a sheep and it's an actual goat. And it's
It's
just
probably a you problem.
I did nothing wrong.
It's a you problem, Igneos. It's all
You
you.
stepped on
Losers
the foot.
lose, Igneos. Losers lose.
My energy is amazing. I've perfected it. I've perfected my aura.
Do you have food in pockets? It might be a pocket food.
I'm holding frogs.
Oh no.
Did they want to eat the frogs?
Get out of here, Igneos. Save the frogs. Save the frogs.
I'm gonna try and jump over the wall while they're chasing me.
It doesn't take much to jump over the walls.
Okay, good.
The frogs the frogs and the miles and they're like cartoonishly holding their hearts like
Yeah.
better stay out with frog. Frog is not help likableness. Ribbit. And
I wanted them to be included.
very, as you say, unfortunate, but important lesson, important part of daytime area. You love animal will hopefully love back, and from relationship form a kind of bond. With bonds, anything is possible. That is
Big
at
rat.
least what I hear.
Damn, no big rat. Big rat would have been perfect for this area.
Big Rat would have been perfect.
Big Rat is here. He's just off in the distance.
Okay,
Oh,
good
Bye,
stuff, Big
bye,
Rat.
big rat.
Yeah, we got a rat. We keep animals around us. Frogs,
Yeah,
rats,
we got a big rat.
birds. Any small animal we can keep around.
What?
We got Cassie.
Any small animal we can kind of keep around, like frogs, a bird. Someone
Well-
said there's a bird, a rat.
Well, rats usually something like dinner, but very helpful in times of need, per se.
Oh yeah. Igneos, don't say anything.
You see, rats get small place. Rat could eat cheese. She's like trying to rack her brain about how to make a rat sound useful.
Rats do more than just eat cheese.
Hey, what is that
I mean,
normal
big-
rat? A
big
really,
rat
really
turns-
big rat.
Yeah, big rat turns from small rat to a big rat, and then it does
So,
psychic damage.
so is it big rats or small rats?
Yes.
Bigger rat. Also, let's keep this in mind. Where I was raised, I was taught every animal, every being has a place in this earth. No animal is more important than the other. We're all just doing our best.
Correct, which is why sometimes animals in stomach better place. It's true.
Alright, well. Alright.
Just imagine the biggest rat you've ever seen, and then make it 10 times bigger.
Yeah, how many rats have you seen?
Well, I've eaten some here and there,
Why?
and
Remember,
sometimes
wolves.
rats chase us. And we have to kill giant rats.
Recently, how many rats have you eaten? Is this like a snack
What?
for you?
No, more like an appetizer.
Okay.
You ever had a rat skewer? They're pretty tasty. It's
Oh,
okay.
I'm
You
sorry,
can
guys,
you
yeah,
can
that's-
roast them. You can grill. You
Listen,
can butter them up and
I'm not-
put them in
I'm
the
not eating
stove
big
boil. What?
I'm
What?
not
Okay.
eating big rat. I'm not.
Please no.
What?
Please, no.
I never said anything
Big rat-
about eating big rats. Big
And I'm
rats.
not gonna let you eat big rat either.
Big rats probably
I'm
have
talking to the principal.
too many bones.
I'm talking to the principal about you. You're trying to eat our pet.
I'm not trying to
You're,
do
you're
anything.
talking to the principal about everyone.
I actually
as-
confused, but I think it's time for
as soon as
next
we met the
class.
as soon as we met the vice principal, you're like, I'm talking to the principal. about it."
Yeah, I think it is time for our next class. By any chance, could you mark on this map where the principal's office is for me?
She looks
There is.
she looks at the map, and she like turns her head again. How to read map?
Like this.
Onwards we
I
go.
explained to her how to use a map.
We
Oh.
don't have time,
Very well.
Igneos.
So you get from one
We
location
don't have time.
to another place, and it's almost like math, right?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that. We're right here. I'm gonna point to where we are. We're right here. This is you on the map. You have a spot.
But I see nothing on the map that symbol me.
Here, check this out. Do I have anything to write with? Let me see.
Clearly, you should be writing on them.
Let me see. I have nothing to write with. Never mind.
Probably should get
There's
next
nothing
next
to
class, as it's starting to be more towards night.
That's true. We don't want to be late. All right, let's get out of here.
Have fun with next room class teacher the room.
Yeah, I hope no one tries to eat my
Classroom.
rat. If no one tries to eat my rat, I'm out of here.
It's not your rat.
Our rats.
Wait. It's Glacier's rat.
Glacier's a frog right now.
Like just a frog.
So it's our rat.
That's true. That's our rat.
If anything, it's my rat eventually.
You're gonna. You're gonna kill Glacier, dude. We're not having it.
You all proceed to go
Hey,
to.
if
Go ahead.
it comes to the end, I have to punch Glacier so that we have Big Red.
Big Rat must live on.
Alright, this is the plan. If Glacier is about to die and they have no chance of living, I punch them and I get Big Red. There's no dice roll, DM. We get Big Red.
Big Rat.
Anyways,
Alright.
you all are making your way to the next class as you have basically can guess to see the second to last location on the place. And as you walk to this place, this one's actually a little bit more further out than the rest of the ones, but they're still semi next to the school. This one, but like I said, a little bit more farther out, almost as if it's got its own little forest surrounding it. Not like a full forest, but like a smaller one. And going towards here, you see this. Here we go. A big kind of I don't want to say alien looking symbol, but it's pretty much a big kind of rocky kind of alignments, but these are small rocks, so you can see very well past them. And in here, you guys that are able to see can see at the very middle of this place looks to be a kind of person that is sitting in the middle. Let me zoom the beam first. There you go. Basically a blue-skinned kind of I wanted to say robed up, but it's not like they're full robes or anything like that. They're like half robes that kind of more so go towards the back, with some leather put together, and a little bit noticeably, white hair. And you see, just looking at them, they look to be in almost a meditation of sorts. On this
Are we measuring
tree,
how
so-
many feet this is? Let's start walking forward.
Yeah, gotta respect the rocks. Gotta take the long way.
This is just comedical at this point.
we gotta respect the rocks, okay? We can't.
Clearly, it's
Step
like this
over
for a reason.
Wait a minute! I can fly.
Wait a minute.
Come on, you disrespected the rocks. Can't just do that.
When we were learning about respect in the monastery, he was not listening.
By the time we get to
Actually-
the center, I think your next class is.
Yeah. It's actually time to go to
No.
sleep.
We gotta respect the rocks as much.
Feels
as
like we're
those-
going
as-
further away.
No, it does. I've checked. It does wrap back around. Oops. Cassius, can you? I know you already disrespected the rocks, but can you maybe wake up the teacher?
He's just watching the teacher sleep.
Is this teacher wearing shoes?
Uh,
I mean,
they're kind of
Wait a
like
minute.
they're not
Wait a minute.
they're not shoes. They're just leather straps.
Wait a minute.
Not
We're just
shoelaces.
doing a circle right here.
No shoelaces. GG.
Also, since you are the first one to get there, Cassius,
He cheated.
Yeah,
Wait,
he cheated. He shouldn't get anything special.
I mean, he still technically got there first. As you get close to this person, you kind of land. They would have immediately said, even though the eyes are closed, "Welcome to the den, the Zen, and let it all blend."
Wait, we're almost there.
I made it.
I believe we're almost there. All I see are rocks.
Bro, there are so many rocks.
How high are these walls, by the way?
They're
just
not
rocks,
that
right? They're
you
not,
can walk
like,
over
actual
them.
walls.
They're just they're just rocks.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just rocks.
I said
I just
I
said you
said
gotta
the whole
respect
time.
rocks.
All right, hey, we made it.
You
Hello.
seem out of breath.
We respected the rocks.
There's this very long path, but I respect your traditions. I'm sure it's part of your tradition to walk the whole path. So
Mm. It is a part of no such thing.
okay, well,
It's just a nice, lovely Zen garden, don't you think?
I didn't want to step on the rocks.
Yeah.
You know.
Tranquility
Can't mess
is
up the
of
Zen by
importance.
disrespecting the rock.
So I
you,
assume
like,
you
a-
are the last class today?
Thought it was the second.
I don't know your schedule.
I know this is supposed to be the last class for me today.
Oh,
Good
that's
enough.
good.
So, do you all know what you're here for?
I assume to be taught how to Zen.
Learning how to hunt monsters. That's what we're at this school for.
No. You're here to connect with yourself. You're here to find both the inner peace and the inner anchor that might drive you. You remember how we all must control some emotions in certain times of need? Well, emotions can be used, such as the emotion of fear, one of the strongest things in any living being. Do you know what fear drives?
Usually, fear drives. Yeah, I actually knew this. Got it as I was saying it. I'm gone.
It's not the easiest question to answer, but fear drives the soul, and the soul
That's
drives from fear.
that's what Mr. Greyhound said.
I hope
Yes,
so,
I
I
learned
hope
a good
so
amount
because
about this.
that person has not been answering any of my calls whenever I need them for something when they've specifically promised. I'm sorry, of an unrelated note.
I
I
have
do
a person
remember
to
him
ask you
saying
about
something
later.
about fear and soul, so maybe he learned from you.
He has not learned anything from me, and it is okay. And we are okay, because now it is time for everyone to feel the meditation. So come sit, be quiet, and just breathe. Close the eyes, and feel free.
By the way, what's your name?
I am Keats Navori. Who might be you all?
We're the rats.
Yeah, we're the rats.
We're the rats. My name is Igneous.
The
I am
rats,
Corona Ray.
the rat Igneous, the rat Corona Ray.
Cassius.
the rat Cassius,
Add.
and I would say the rat add, but add the rat sounds a little better.
I
We also
agree.
have these two. They were turned into frogs.
Yep. Yeah, check this guy out. He's got a bandana on.
Apothecary.
I'm really trying to keep myself, and I have no idea what any of you have gotten yourselves into today, and I'm going to proceed to not laugh at two frogs. So,
We also have a rat with us.
Yeah, we have a rat. A
I
big
don't know if
rat.
you noticed him. Yep. Bigger than average rat.
He's over there.
He's slightly bigger than average.
Slightly bigger than average rat.
you see as she takes a big deep breath in, and she's just like, okay, so now we are going into no talking phase. Put your legs crisscross applesauce in whatever way you see fit, and as I said before, let the feelings come. Feel the emotions of calm, anger, fear, happiness, sadness, everything of the sorts, and just be able to control those emotions.
I did kind of feel all of those emotions at the same time earlier.
Me and Cassius should be very good at this.
So who is all actually doing it?
I'm doing
Yeah.
it.
Hold on.
I'm specifically meditating on whatever the fuck happened earlier. All of the soul stuff.
Now, as you were all doing it, she proceeds to go on about basically stuff about using fear, controlling that fear, and kind of like a small little rant, a little bit into Destin, who is not done right by her. And as she goes back into her regular state, would you all like to give me? I'll feel like this is a wisdom
Dexterity.
throw.
Wisdom?
Yes, you're just connecting with your inner self.
Do I get advantage on this since I grew up meditating almost daily?
Yeah, sure.
It's a regular wisdom check, right? Not a saving throw.
Yeah, just a regular check.
Not insight?
Wow, that didn't help. I'm not feeling good today.
Unfortunately, not insight because this is a little bit deeper. So,
My nat
Nat
my nat
20.
1 earlier gives me my nat 20 now.
so I was gonna say this, in either way, that this is actually one of the harder ones that you could have gotten. So even Igneos failed. The only one that actually got it was the nat 20, as everyone else, there's not a negative effect. Everyone else just feels calm, feels themselves a little bit, and you guys all kind of feel maybe like a small pulse coming from like the middle of your chest, like boo, boo. And that's about all you get from the time of meditation that you guys have put in. However, Corona feeling really trying to really dig deep into all the stuff that's happened earlier, thinking into it now, trying to put it together a little bit, but then trying to let it all go at once. And breathing in and breathing out. Feeling yourself a little bit come back into reality and back out of reality, almost as if you're able to control yourself a little bit more. So now, with that, you feel like you are starting to understand your soul power just a little bit more. The little bit of a knowledge that I will tell you here that you didn't have before is that when you get a soul power, it is now kind of a choice. So what that means is if you get one of the if you basically activate the powers of getting a soul and having that as a catalyst, etc., you would now be able to have the choice between not everything that is capable on the thing, but certain things that may be good, may be bad.
The only person that would notice anything different about Corona is Igneous, as he's meditating, because you can still see things since you're blind. You notice a little change from that indistinct, that unrecognizable color to something. I don't know what Igneous's color spectrum is in terms of like what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he thinks is good, what is bad. But whatever puts it more towards the good side than the bad side. Still not easily recognizable as a specific color, but more towards that. I'm not trying to say anything about like your character or whatever.
Right.
Just you notice a little change.
Okay. So I just see it. What's it doing? Is it just changing colors or?
You see as it kind of like pulses a little bit before it changes from like this whirlpool, this cylinder of nothingness to more like, I guess, more like a container than an endless cycle.
More
If that
control.
makes sense. Yeah, more control.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Still big and infinitely like
Yeah.
bullshit. But Corona will wake up and be like, so that's what it. You need a lot of therapy.
Well, it's a good thing you basically was offered therapy, but in counseling. So, with this meditation, this has pretty much just been the classes. It's just been kind of meditation and just taking a sleep. With that, though, you all, I would assume at some point, get up and go to your last destination, even though it is already like, it's not like the middle of the night or anything. It would say, if I were to give it a time, it would be like 9 p.m., like 9 p.m., yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are proceeding to your next location, it's kind of peaceful, but it's also kind of been a hectic day overall. And as you were getting to your last location, you guys notice it is once again the art of combat room.
Art of
Hello, Mr.
combat.
Greyhound. Glacier and Ashaka turned into frogs.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
I also need therapy.
That hasn't changed.
You know what? That's not even worth asking. I'm just not gonna ask. So, anyways, today has been, and he's got those sleepy eyes. Today has been quite whelming for everybody. I am pretty sure, even for myself. Yes, myself. I'm talking about myself, and I'm trying to get some. Sorry. So, now that you guys have come back, my lovely. Did you guys decide on a name yet?
The rats.
The rats. We said this
Yeah.
earlier. The rats.
That you're being serious. Okay.
The rats, yes, sir.
The rats. We
So-
said it and we meant it.
So
We would never lie.
So okay. The rats. You are all rats. I got it. I understand.
Yep.
Remember the name. Remember
Remember
the
the
name.
name.
I'm forced to remember the name as you are technically my class.
That's true.
Also, I think Igneous wants to know where the principal is for